Alright, so today we are changing the oil on a 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is a 3.6 liter V8, however pretty much all newer Jeeps look a lot like this, so it's going to be a similar process. The first step is, first of all, I took this thing off. There's just a big screw cap and then you can pop that off because we're going to be changing the oil filter as well. Here's where your oil goes in. We're going to start by opening that up. I also have this loose. I'm just going to leave that sit there loose. Now that this is open, we can go ahead and drain the oil from underneath the car. So moving underneath, and our oil little bucket here might not be big enough, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Here's the oil pan. Now this was a 13 millimeter for us. Already broke it loose here. Go ahead and start screwing this out, and hopefully we can aim our stuff in a spot we'll catch the oil here. Perfect. And now just go ahead and we'll let this drain for a couple minutes. So while we let it finish draining out down there, we're going to take our oil filter out, and we're just going to have to take it out of this little holder now. So with our old filter, this literally just yanks right out, and then you can take your new one. They give you a new ring most of the time in here. This one looks totally fine, so we're not going to even bother. And just push the new one in, and that's ready to just screw right back in up top here. You can just go ahead and screw that back down. Alright, so we have the filter back in. We can go ahead and reinstall our oil pan bolt here. And then go ahead and give it a good tight turn down. Pretty much as tight as you can get it by hand is fine. You don't have to torque or really crank these in. They hold in there pretty good. So we're going to put the socket on there, give it a good crank. And just a good pull by hand, and that should be good for there. So the bolt on the bottom is tight. We have the new filter in. Now we're going to add the new oil. They say use 5W30. That's pretty much a standard. We're using 10W30. Whatever, it'll be good enough. Plus it's summer and it's hot out, so it'll be fine. It's 5.9 liters, or quarts. 5.9 quarts for the whole engine with the filter. So we're going to go ahead and add this. This is a 5-quart jug. We'll check the oil level, and if we need to add about another quart, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so we did need just a little bit more than the 5 quarts from that jug, so we went ahead and added a little bit more. Now we have this put on, so we have the screw on the bottom in, the cap back on, oil filters reinstalled. We're all done here. I'm just going to throw this thing back on. It's got some of these little bulb things that poke in the bottom of it, and you're all done.